Welcome to another episode of Face the Bully, where I like to talk about dogs, preferably your dog and mine. And when we look at the dogs nowadays, the American Bully, and you see a lot of more shorter dogs, and you see the short dogs with the box heads, and the dogs that we all like, because we all like them. Every last one of us like them. You know, you got to think like it's not like the people, the masses. It's not like the masses don't like the old school American Bully. It's not like they don't like it. I mean, some of them may not like the classic style dog. Some people may not like that, you know, but a lot of people still like the classic style dog. But the newer dog, the shorter dog, you know, the dog that I mostly say has a lot of bulldog in it, which is a true fact, a known fact, true statement. But at the end of the day, that's how the masses intended for the dog to end up looking like. It's not like they didn't like the classic American Bully, the first one. They loved that dog. A lot of people did because they had it. But just to see the dog change from when you breed it to a bulldog, and how the head widens out, flattens out, and widens out. Look like it flattened out to me, because the old school pit bulls had boxed heads, and they was boxed up. Like, they was really boxed. You know what I mean? Some of them dogs, you could probably hit them dogs in the head with your hand and probably hurt your hand. You know? Now you got this same kind of look, but it look like their heads are more flat. But I can't sit here, just like the rest of the masses can't sit here and say we don't like the newer look on the American Bully. We do. We do like the newer look. You know what I'm saying? But I still, me, myself, like the classic type dog, I still like that classic type dog. I still like that Juan Gotti look. I still really like Monster. Monster was like one of the best American bullies I ever saw. Monster Gijola. That was a Gotti's son. Hey man, man. He brought a whole new name to Juan Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Monster was a nice dog, man. He was a very nice dog. He had the body and everything. The body that's being looked for today by the masses. If you go look at Monster, he already had that body. That's why I'm saying you can't really truly say you don't like the classic dog, because the classic dog had everything that you're looking for today, except it was able to use it. It was able to run around. It was able to play. Some of them, not all of them, were able to swim, but some of them were able to swim. They done things back then that today's dogs really can't do. They have a better look, so you say. But when you bred the bulldog to it, not to say that Monster couldn't have probably had bulldog in him, is, you know what I'm saying, the pit bull had bulldog in it. I mean, the bulldog's been there, but it's been there from a long time ago. But when you chose to breed the new bulldog to it, and it took on this new look and formation, people just follow suit. They just follow suit. And the breed changed. And most people liked it. You can see the breed change when the bulldog came. You don't want to say that the bulldog was added, but it was. It was added. It was added heavy too. It was added more than once. It was added more than twice. It was added a lot of times. And it changed the breed. I mean, more than one bulldog was added. Frenchie, the English, the OD Bulldoggy, the American Bulldog. All those bulldogs are added. Mastiff was added. The breed changed dramatically. To be truthful, it was a terrier breed. The American Bully was a terrier breed. Now look at it. It don't look like a terrier is even in these dogs. That changed. The whole look of the dog changed. It don't even look like a terrier is even in a dog. I'm smoking on some Thin Mint cookies tonight. That's an old school strain too. But it's good. It's real good. And it's just like today's new bully, you can't even see the terrier in the dog. That's what happened to me. And what I can really see. I'm talking about just what I can see, not what the masses can see. Because the masses will come up with some new shit on you just in a minute. You can't keep up. You can't keep up. You can't keep up with the breedings that they doing nowadays. You can't keep up. All you can do is jump on the bandwagon once you see the dog. Or all you can do is just go on and create something new. But the terrier has completely left the dog. It's not even there no more. It's not even there. It don't even, the bully is not supposed to look like a pit bull. I mean, they say it's supposed to look like a pit bull on steroids. They should have kept that look. They should have kept that look. You should have never started tinkering and tankering with the dog. But now, you got people who own the registries. They got the dogs with the newer look. They don't even have the dogs with the old look no more. Some of these people, some of the old school breeders from back in the days, some of them got dogs that look like the newer school dogs of today. Some of them got them dogs. You know what I'm saying? So, when you breeding a bully, if you just now hopping in the game, hey man, you might as well follow the train, man, because it's not an old school razor's edge dog no more. It's not that. The dog is Dax and Miyagi and Bullsachi and Bullseye and Golden Child and R2G2 and K3. And man, I seen a lot of dogs in like the Spanish part of the region, like Mexico. I seen a lot of dogs over there. I don't speak Spanish, so I can't really understand what they be saying on their channels. But I'll be seeing their dogs and trying to hear their dog names and stuff. They got some nice dogs. Romania Kennels got some nice dogs. Ooh, he got some very nice dogs. Very nice dogs. These are all newer looking dogs, though. They don't look like old school edge dogs. They ain't gonna look like old school edge dogs probably no more. Nobody wants to breed it. The classic look nobody wants because they say they don't want no big dog. They don't want to feed the big dog. They don't want to clean up after the big dog. They tear up too much. All the things that your new dog don't do. Miss Bright Eyes tears up a lot. But what if she didn't? What if she just was one of them lazy dogs to just sit down all the time? I wouldn't like that. I don't want no dog that just sit down all the time. Me, myself, personally, as a dog married, to each their own. However you like your dog, that's how you like your dog, family. You know what I'm saying? But me, I want my dog to go with me, to roam with me. I want my dog to be ready to go when I'm ready to go. Always active. You know, I still like dogs, you know what I'm saying, like the pit bull, the old school edge. I still like those dogs. But I also like the new dogs. I also like those new dogs. It's just that if it's a brachiocephalic dog and his, little 3-inch muzzle, is blocking his airwaves, and his little slits in his nose right here are just real pushed together to where he can barely get air in there, and you can see this dog is struggling. And you only like him because he's really pretty. And if you take him and breed him, you can make some money off of him. But his lifespan is subject to be cut short because of how brachiocephalic he is and how his nose is, 3-inch muzzle on a big old dog. Real big dog, but he got 3-inch muzzle. You know, you can't blame nobody for speaking on things like that. And you can't blame nobody for liking the older model dog because it was more functional. It had more playtime in him. Had more drive. Completely all the way around the board, he had more drive. I can't understand how a person wouldn't want a dog that really is not known for biting people at all. You know what I'm saying? But known for protecting your yard to keeping people out of it. Known for taking walks down the street and just being a showstopper. Stopping all cars. Everybody want to pet this dog. Everybody wanted to pet the Hulk. Everybody loved how big he was. He might have not, been what most people wanted him to be, but everybody loved to pet the Hulk. And you got all these people say they don't like big dogs. But when you see a big dog in public, you can't help but to stop, stare, and look at that dog because that's a nice dog. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that a small Frenchie, a little bitty dog ain't pretty. They are pretty. Anybody will tell you they pretty, but that's not bully. When you took the new dog tried to take the American bully place in a disrespectful fashion by saying, we are the bully no matter if you started the bully or not. We the face of the bully now. And that's what happened. You can't continue to fight with people who gonna do what they want to do. You can continue to fight for healthy dogs though. But as far as people like them box head dogs. They like them shorter dogs. Now, am I going to sit here and tell you I breed for the people? Hell no. You'll never get a breeding right. If you start breeding for people, you'll never get a breeding right. You got to breed to make a more beautiful dog. A dog that's more beautiful than his parents. Sometimes you want to make a dog that resembles a dog that you had before. That was in this dog's family or something. You want to try to see if you can make a throwback. You want to see if you can make this dog better than his parents, than his lineage. And you can't do, like if you got a big old dog and you just put some bulldog in there, shit, you just made a whole new dog. You can't do it by doing that. Once you put that bulldog in there, you made a whole new dog. You might not never, ever see what's laying in front of you again. Because that bulldog finna shorten your dog. Finna make him brachiocephalic. Finna take those almond-shaped eyes and make them like marbles. Gonna take them almond-shaped eyes and make them like marbles. Gonna take them nice ears that used to fold over, and they might make them straight like rosy and pointy. That's another thing that bulldog does to y'all dog's ears. Make y'all dog's ears pointy. Shortens up the backs dramatically. I'm talking about shortening up the backs dramatically. Dramatically. Shortens up the backs dramatically. Takes the heads and gives them all types of different features. Sometimes you'll see a round head like a marble. Sometimes you'll see a round head like a basketball. Sometimes you'll see a round head with a pushed in face. You know, his muzzle will be pushed in. Sometimes you'll get, and this from bulldog breedings, sometimes you'll get a boxed head. As you know, they always take them and breed them to some type of bully. But the bully that they're breeding it to is crossed with exotic. See, you can't breed to a normal bully either. You know, that's not part of the soup. You got to have a bully that's part exotic. And then you take that part exotic, that bully that's part exotic, and you breed it to a bully of your liking. Or a bulldog of your liking. And then that's how you get puppies. Exotic, bully-looking puppies. These dogs are crazy looking, man. And you know what's being done is they just taking all types of bull breeds and just blending them mugs. And when it comes to the paperwork, most of the time be hung paperwork. It be hung paperwork. Because a lot of these breeders, you know what they be doing? They be doing what they know people of the past and done. Bred dogs, told you they was something that they wasn't, and put their name on the paperwork and got you believing that this dog is that, he ain't that. Like they'll breed, let me see what they'll breed. They'll breed a Cane Corso to a bully. They'll breed a Cane Corso to a bully. You know, had you thinking that this is a bully or something like that, but it's not a bully. They'll breed a Dogo to a bully. See, the bully been crossed up. When you take these dogs with bully type heads, they look like they bully, but they not. And you cross them to a bully, you could fool anybody. You take a Dogo Argentino, Cane Corso, Presa Canario. You take a Presa Canario to a bully, most people won't know. They'll think it was a bully breeding. You know what I'm saying? They will. Sometimes they do that for color. Sometimes they do that for height. But they never will, like I told you from the gate, put that dog on the paperwork. It's hung. Paperwork be hung. That's where, see, when you look at the Merle, if you follow it all the way down the paperwork, you'll never find, you know, some type of dog on there that was Merle. You'll never find that Australian Shepherd on the paperwork. You'll never find that Harlequin miniature pincher or that Harlequin dachshund on the paperwork, you know? So you can't really trust the paperwork on the bullies either, because the paperwork don't be right. It be hung. It be hung paperwork. It could be hung from like 2 generations ago, you know, 3 generations ago. And that's real tough, because some of the paperwork that you look at nowadays, I've been looking at some paperwork on a lot of different dogs. And a lot of dogs got exotic backgrounds. They stopped breeding a lot of dogs after the gray line breedings. The gray line breedings, once the gray line breeding stopped and Dax popped up, You know what I'm saying? Dax popped up. I had to run in my mouth and that shit went up. Well, once Dax popped up, everybody really was going after that good look that Dax had. You know, so now they want this box look. And I'm telling you, it really went crazy too. Because Dax got a lot of puppies. So you had a lot of dogs walking around here. Short dogs. Some people at that point in time too, they just really went bulldog crazy. Oh man, they went bull, you know, like the masses went bulldog crazy. So you know what I'm saying? The new dog started to transition. You had a whole bunch of people breeding bulldog breedings. And they was doing this so much that the dog, you can see these dogs don't even look the same no more, man. They don't look the same no more. My dog, I kind of like the way my dog looks. She look almost classy. She beautiful, man. Miss Bright Eyes is beautiful. But when you look at a lot of dogs and compare them to my dog, you could just look at dogs like China Boy. Like, damn, you know, my dog would never probably have that look. No matter how old she get. You can tell it's just a whole different breeding. There's a lot of beautiful dogs out here, man. They beautiful dogs. Any dog that I named is a beautiful dog. But you can tell that it's a new dog. You know what I'm saying? They are all new dogs. So now you got old school edge versus new school bully. And to be truthful, it don't matter what side you choose to go on. You know what I'm saying? As of right now, because I've seen a lot of people who had one look of bully. Like 5 years ago, they bully looked one way. And then when you look at their bullies now, they bullies don't even look like they looked 5 years ago. Because they started breeding them to these newer bullies, and the newer bullies start shortening them up. And like I said, some of the newer bullies got exotic backgrounds. They come from exotic dogs. So, you know what I mean? You probably don't want to breed a bulldog to your program directly. But most of the time, you already got a descendant of one. So, if you got a descendant of a damn bulldog, it don't even really matter if you breed that dog to a bulldog. It don't. You know, they say a lot of people need to just stop talking about bullies being bred to bulldogs. We could. You know, we could stop talking about a lot of things. But you know, some people, if we're going to stop talking about it, then just admit it. That you bred your bully to a bulldog. See, if a person don't just say, yeah, I bred my shit to a bulldog, I bred my bully to a bulldog, and this is how it looked, then, you know, if a person don't just say that, then you can't just stop talking about it. But the day the bully breeders start busting out like, man, I been bred my dog to a bulldog. I wouldn't give a fuck if you knew. You know what I'm saying? This is what I did. It's, you know, why isn't the bully on the paperwork? Why isn't the bulldog on the paperwork if you bred him to a bulldog? Well, I don't want nobody to know I did it. See, that's, you know, it got, the lie got to come out. Stop talking about, you want people to say, to stop talking about bulldogs being bred to bullies? I think people should stop hiding the fact that they bred a bulldog to a bully by just putting that fucking bulldog on the paperwork. I'm talking about the full-fledged bulldog. Not no bulldog cross. The full-fledged bulldog. Drop his ass on the paperwork and put AKC behind him. You know what I'm saying? You know that's what most of the masses gonna do anyway. Now once you do that, then people might stop talking about bulldog. But until then, until you put that bulldog on that paperwork, people are gonna still talk about it. Because it's like a mystery. Did you or didn't you? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know. So it's hard to stop talking about something that we don't know about. You know, that's like they already talking about the Tupac mystery. You think they're gonna stop talking about it? Nah, they trying to find out more. If you trying to find out something, you keep talking about it. You keep digging. You keep digging until you find one of these paperworks that actually got a bulldog attached to it. There you go, right there. Boom. Now we can stop talking about it because we see this guy and this guy over here and this lady over here. They actually bred to a AKC bulldog, French or English. Put that on their paperwork that they bred this dog to an American bully. And this is what the dog looks like. This is what the outcome was. And he's a champion at the at the ABKC. See all this crazy stuff. You want somebody to stop talking about it? Well, dude, show us then. Show us that you did it. Show us that the old school Edge could only transform if he was bred to numerous bulldogs. That should be on the paperwork, but they're not. You go up the paperwork, it stops at gray line, but shit, half the paperwork is gray line till you get down to the exotic part, and then it's all exotics going all the way down. I'm for real, man. Y'all could go on PedX and look at it yourself. It's called PedX, PEDEX, PedX. You could go up in there and look at it yourself. Fights the bully. All right. That's just facts, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, so when it comes to the little dogs, I think the reason that people be talking about them is because it's still a mystery behind them. It's still a mystery behind the little dogs. Did you or did you not breed to this bulldog? Did you or did you not breed to this Australian Shepherd? Did you or did you not breed to this Italian Greyhound? Did you or did you not breed to this Dogo? Did you or did you not breed to this motherfucking big? See, y'all ain't bred to the Dalmatian. The masses ain't bred to the Dalmatian. He gonna be popping up in a minute. Gonna be spotted up ass dogs. They be talking about ticks already, but they gonna get tickier around this motherfucker. That ain't even a word, huh? Tickier. But that's some shit tonight. So in order for people to stop talking about bulldogs, the way I look at it, put the bulldog on your paperwork. Just let it be known I did it. And then people gotta stop talking about it. See, you don't want to do that. You want people to stop talking about it because if they stop talking about it, it could be done again. Well, some people may stop talking about it. Some people may get on camera and do it right in front of your face. Look at some of these dogs that be born overseas. They are really short. They are really short. They really have you. Do you guys watch the internet, YouTube? Looking at these dogs, them dogs really short. Like the bully ain't even a bully no more. It's just a bulldog crossed to a lot of bulldogs. I mean, how can you make a dog that short with all that mass? Where you get the mass from? Where does the mass come from? How come the mass ain't put on the paperwork? It's not like we don't like the exotics and the little. It's just that they're not put on the paperwork. I haven't seen one Pekingese on the paperwork, one pug. I haven't seen one Boston Terrier. And I don't see no little bitty Toto looking terrier dogs. There's no terrier dogs in the paperwork. Just all bullies. So I do like the new bullies. I do. But I like the old bullies too. I like the bullies that could jump a gate. If he could jump a gate, I still like that dog. I still like that dog. And I like the new school dogs too. But the new school dogs, some of the new school dogs, my only problem is put the dogs that you're breeding to on the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? If you bred to a rat terrier or a beagle, put that rat terrier or that beagle on the paperwork. You know, if you put some chihuahua in the blood, put the chihuahua on the paperwork. If you got some miniature pinscher in there, put him on the paperwork. How'd you get him to turn tricolored? How'd the whole litter come out tricolored? Put that Rottweiler on there. Put that Doberman on there. Other than that, people are going to continue to talk about it. And most definitely, they're going to talk about it right here on Fetch the Bullet.